Kicking it off with today's market update, there's certainly been our fair share of news, and I want to start things off. I'm as bullish as ever on any dips we get within Bitcoin and a lot of the underlying assets. Now, a lot of this price flux or volatility at the end of the day definitely hinges on the macro environment world. We do have President Trump over the past couple of days saying that China, who had a tariff deal, a soft tariff deal in place, said they totally violated the agreement, and so much for Mr. Nice Guy. We're definitely going to see how this develops, but the markets didn't overreact as much as what it probably would have happened just a couple months ago. We're starting to really get hardened by news like this, but it's certainly worth noting. Now, let's jump over and talk a little bit about Bitcoin. It scored its highest monthly ever close in history. That's certainly bullish. And Big Game Bob Lucas, I do love his macro point of views a lot of the time, has been calling for an interesting move here that we may have a quick move, a quick test at right around the $100,000 range before we get up to $120,000. Now, we all know nobody's perfect with this. We could get some very bullish news and we just shoot up to 120,000 Bitcoin in a matter of days or even minutes. But Bob Lucas, who I really love his macro point of views, is kind of saying that we may test the $100,000 range before we get to 120,000, but that's not set in stone. Anything can happen in this crazy world of crypto and Web3. But one thing that's certainly bullish in my eyes is SharpLink Gaming. They are planning to buy $1 billion worth of Ethereum. Now, they went and bought, I think, about $425 million worth. Now they're upping it to $1 billion to put in their treasury using proceeds from a proposed share sale, according to their SEC filing. They're bullish on Ethereum. I'm bullish on Ethereum. And I do believe this could be the next way we get some real bullish moves in the Ethereum price. Could kick off alt season. And another very interesting piece of news is Congress introduced something called the Clarity Act, a new bipartisan bill aiming to shift most crypto assets under FTC oversight, reducing SEC authority. I think a lot of people in the crypto industry, in the blockchain Web3 industry, looks at this as being a very pro-crypto move, something we certainly want to keep our eyes on. But again, every single day, we're getting very bullish news for these crypto markets. And jumping into the world of NFTs, one of the most popular NFT projects was Moonbirds. Really at the height of NFTs, Moonbirds were selling at an astronomical price. I believe it was right around a 20 ETH floor, between $50,000 and $80,000 per Moonbird. They've had certainly their fair share of FUD out there in the NFT game, and they've been trending down really ever since. They were acquired by Yuga Labs recently. Now Yuga Labs made another sizable sale over to Orange Cap Games. And what that caused was a rush on a run of Moonbirds, which is now trading about 300x from where it was just a few days ago. So people really like this acquisition, and I do too. I'm actually a Moonbird holder. I've had that product for quite a while, and I'm excited to see what Orange Cap Games is going to do with this next move. But the market certainly likes the acquisition. A lot of holders like this acquisition. I've been reading up about how they've been talking about just really bringing Moonbirds back to the front of NFTs. Exciting stuff. Congratulations to anybody that's involved in this acquisition. Now, if you follow our channel, you absolutely know we're big fans of Rec Coin, Rec Brands, Rec Drinks, the Rec Guy NFTs. They've been shipping some awesome products. I was just drinking an Abstract Apple sparkling water, and their next set of drinks is set to release, and people are extremely excited for this. Now, they're going to do this in a very unique fashion. Mint your NFT on OpenSea noon tomorrow. That's going to be June the 3rd. Each will be redeemable for a 24-pack of Rec drinks with a collaboration with OpenSea. OpenSea Shipwrecked, very clever. Excited to see that. I know I'll personally be minting. It is a fabulous drink, a fabulous product here. Really excited to see how this develops, but they're shipping some very interesting collaborations. Staying on brand with OpenSea, they have made an announcement that they don't have the beta OpenSea Season 2 going on anymore. They're live with their rewards program, and exactly what a lot of OG NFT traders want to see. See you soon, spelled SEA. Obviously, OpenSea's gearing up for that token launch, pumping some liquidity in the market. I'm personally very excited to see how this is all going to shake out for everybody who traded on OpenSea in the last bull run, continued to develop and support OpenSea in the most recent loyalty program. It could be very profitable for a lot of people involved. Let's finish off this market update with a huge sale by Xcopy, one of the most popular NFT artists of all time, for a $1.11 million mortal 1 of 10 edition NFT. Amazing stuff. We do not see many 1 of 10 edition size pieces to go for over $1 million. So there's a high demand for all things Xcopy. He continues to grow his lore. His art is outstanding. And I just had to point this out for everyone. $1 million, 7-figure sales for an edition piece. This is exciting stuff. NFT art is still alive in the right circles, in the right places. So congratulations to the buyer, congratulations to the seller, and I can't wait to see what comes out next. Now, if you like this sort of info, we're talking about all things macro related, Bitcoin, altcoin related, NFTs, meme coins, all the above every single day. Check out the link down below where you can see our podcast, our rundowns, our private community. We talk about it all, everyone. We'll see you soon.